Well, by now everyone's probably seen the Alex Jones on Piers Morgan on the CNN, and I'm so thankful because very more than often Alex Jones is the gift that keeps on giving, because there is absolutely no way anyone could defend Jones. I don't think after that performance. In fact, that performance in particular, there is no way any single one of his fans can defend his performance and that attitude that he did on that show. Because quite frankly, if you were a supporter of Alex Jones, you should be absolutely ashamed. First of all, he had an opportunity to go on a major broadcasting network and actually spread, you know, information. And there's got I'll get to that later. But he actually had this chance to actually share opportunity and actually engage in a discussion and actually try to actually debate someone and get his views across. But he didn't at all. In fact, in the entire thing, I think Piers Morgan asked about 2 or 3 questions, and he didn't even answer them. He just kept on coming back with, you know, stupid responses. And they were absolutely inane babble, and then he tries to, you know, go off topic and off subject. And the conversation, people may say, oh yes, but, you know, well, he didn't even make a point of how he got from, you know, A to B. And how, you know, they are apparently, you know, connected to gun violence. So this was absolutely such a train wreck that he did. I really hope to God this finally wakes people up, because people don't realise after this performance, I guarantee people will realise that have never seen him before, you know, who is this guy? And oh my God, you know, he is actually popular, he has fans, he has people who follow him, and people do believe every single word he says, which is the incredibly worrying thing. So, I hope to God that he does lose viewers over this, and I hope even more thing that will hurt him even more is that I hope he will lose sponsors. Because if he loses sponsors, he'll lose money. And quite frankly, I really hope that happens. But this goes back, and then this will feed into another thing, because out of conspiracy theories, there are always people that don't follow people like Jones or Ike or whoever else there might be for other reasons, because the people they listen to tell them not to listen to this person because they're they're disinfo agents, and ultimately this will be, you know, touted around as, ooh, Jones is a disinfo agent, when anyone else, I guarantee, anyone else, be it Ike, Mark Dice, or anyone else in that situation would have done exactly the same thing. Because this isn't, you know, this is ultimately the end. It's a mass paranoid delusions that these guys feed into, and they've learned how to make money and feed off people's fear, essentially. And, you know, Alex Jones is a prime example of the fear-mongering that, you know, goes on in these in the broadcasts. I mean, my God, how you can listen to, you know, Alex Jones' broadcast and you know, not come away, you know, wanting to, you know, sleep with a gun under your pillow is amazing, really. I forgot what I was going to say now. But anyway, yeah, there's no way anyone can defend Jones, and I guarantee there's some people that are going to try. But, oh yeah, that was it. The other thing that was interesting was his Jones's video afterwards, which is always very interesting, because whenever something like this happens, Jones immediately puts out a video to try and do some damage control, essentially. And he came out saying, oh, they promised us 3 segments, but they'd only done 2. And I can understand why they kicked him off for the 3rd segment, because they wouldn't have got anything better out of him, really. It would just been him ranting and raving, and what they really wanted was an actual discussion, not the ravings of a lunatic. So they booted him off. The next part you get in is when he was leaving, apparently, there were all these off-duty police officers, and apparently someone came up to him and said, I'm your biggest fan, and then went off. Now, again, I've said this, and I made this argument before, that we live in an age where everyone is basically a cameraman. We all have, you know, cameras and video recording equipment on our phone, and yet, whenever this happens, Jones mysteriously doesn't have his phone. He never records it. He never does anything to provide some more proof to back up his claims. Now, is there? If he does, then okay. But if there isn't, well, basically, again, it's Jones going, well, this was all a plant on Bloomberg and, you know, CNN and whatever. It was all a big hoax to get him tripped up. No, it was basically Jones, as usual, failing epically when he gets a chance at a mass media audience.